Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today is day 2 at Assateague Island National Seashore. We got some breakfast getting ready to get started here. We're going to make some sausage, egg, and cheese muffins. But I just wanted to show you guys something here real quick. So there's our tent. Here's our campsite, right? I am standing at the shower house and bathrooms. So there's our tent and our campsite. We are about 30 feet away from the tent. And I'm gonna just turn right over here real quick. Hey, look at that. We got a couple visitors this morning. Hey guys, girls. Maybe a couple girls there. This is awesome. I love the horses. Just don't leave your food out. Don't leave stuff unattended. You don't gotta worry about it. They're just out. Morning stroll. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get some breakfast made. We're gonna eat, and then we're gonna go for a walk, check out some of these trails around here. I think we're gonna do the Life of the Dunes trail maybe. And then I think we're gonna come back after that, maybe make some lunch. And we're gonna head on down to the ocean, do some swimming, do some boogie boarding. It's an awesome day out here today. A little bit breezy, but the sun's out. It's nice and warm. It's gonna be a good day. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, turn your notifications on. And we got a lot of content coming from this vacation. So stay tuned. Alright, so we have completed breakfast. And some awesome breakfast sandwiches that Kelly made. They're really good. Now we're out here going on our hike. Martin, what's that sign say?
Life of the Forest Trail.
That's right. It says Life of the Forest Trail. And back this little road here. So we're gonna head on back there and see what it's all about. I think I said Life of the Dunes Trail earlier. That one is down further at the end of the beach. So this one here is just across from our campsite. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out. Alright, here we are at the trailhead for the Life of the Forest Trail. You can discover the special places that harbor life in the maritime forest. It is a shaded sanctuary, sparred from the blazing sun. It is a place of refuge for animals during storms. Essential sources of fresh water can be found here. The path winds through the forest and around wetlands bordering the bay. Its thick understory and tall trees reveal a different character of Assateague. This woodland habitat is a marked contrast to the sun-scorched beach and dunes. A unique community of plants and animals thrive here.
Snakes do.
Let's see, we got the eastern towhees scratch the ground for seeds and insects. Look for their long tails and triangular beaks. Looks like they have some white, orange, and brown, black on them. We have black rat snakes. It's a common non-venomous snake frequently found in edge habitats. This powerful constrictor is an excellent climber. That's cool to know. Oh, this one here, Ryan's gonna love this. Wild turkeys were first sighted at Assateague in the 1990s. They forage in the understory and are sometimes seen in marshy areas. And the great horned owl is sometimes found in the loblolly pine forest. They feed at night on small birds, mammals, and reptiles. You can also see sitka deer, white-tailed deer, raccoons, foxes, and of course, you know, the horses.
Of course, don't forget about the ticks.
Oh yeah, can't go anywhere without finding a tick.
Oh, yeah.
Poison ivy, can't forget about the poison ivy too.
Can't forget about stinging.
Alright, so they want pedestrians only, no skateboarding, no bicycles, no pets.
We can only use scooters.
So it's got a nice little walkway through here.
We can only use scooters.
Can only use scooters on it.
Because they have a thing for scooters on.
Watch your step.
Yeah, you gotta be careful where you walk at. And find these nice little treats laying around. Is that because it's scattered, Martin? Is that why they call it scat? Because it's scattered? This is a nice little forest through here. You don't even realize it when you're sitting there on the beach that you have something just like this, just basically across the road.
Definitely nice refuge for tropical storms around.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we're coming up to a little marshy part by the bay.
Spiders.
Wolf spiders.
Northern flicker woodpecker.
Wolf
We're just
spiders
talking
in
about
the
different deer.
Wolf spiders live in that
You
right?
know, find loblolly pine cones and some greenbriers. And the faint sound of the distant surf drifts through the thick vegetation of the maritime forest. Though close to the beach, it seems a completely different world. We were just talking about that, actually. Provides a peaceful contrast to the intensity of the ocean shore. The impact of salt, sand, and sun is reduced here. Birds, mammals, and insects are attracted to this sheltered environment. From the top of the canopy to the forest floor, this habitat is a haven for life. The slightly higher elevation and richer soil allows trees and shrubs to flourish. Tall loblolly pines and other trees provide shade and sources of food. The thick understory offers shelter and sustenance for birds and small animals. And we got a little bit of a freshwater oasis right here. This is a place where the horses and the deer and everything can come and get some fresh water to drink. You can pause that if you want to read it.
Water, salt water, and I don't know what the water.
You can pause that if you want to read it. It just tells you a little bit about how the fresh water arrives for the animals. Take a look at that real quick. Nice little water hole here.
Don't forget about the wolf spiders.
I don't know if you guys can see it or not in there, but there's a bunch of little tiny minnows.
That the predators eat.
Country Road Outdoors, you should come down to Assateague Island and do one of your minnow trapping videos.
There's more scat.
I'll be sure to tag you in this so you can see the minnow hole of Assateague Island. And we're going to continue out here on the hike. It looks like we're going to come out to the bay. So we're going to get out there and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here we're getting out over here to the bay. And this is the Assawoman Bay. There it is, you're getting ready to come across the Varanza Bridge to come on to Assateague Island. And that's where you come across the Assawoman Bay. So you see this weaves around all through here. When we brought Martin here 5 years ago, can't believe it's been that long already, he lost a shoe out here and fell off the edge of the boardwalk and down into the bay. Highly doubt it's still there, but oh, let's see, we got some kind of a bird out there. Oh, little seagull just hanging out. Where?
Out there.
Uh,
You might be able to get a better view of it out further.
see if we can get a closer view of that little guy.
I say let's go the farthest one out, and then we'll hit the side ones on the way back.
All right, so we got that one. We have another one right up here. And we got one out there at the end. So we're gonna go all the way out to the end and we'll come back and hit these other spots on our way back through. Kelly, I'm not thinking this is the one he lost his shoe on.
It is. It's the only one with boardwalks like this.
Are we sure though?
Yep.
I thought there was a boardwalk one going back towards the, yeah, I can see another boardwalk from here. Isn't that a boardwalk over there?
Well, you have to think how much rain we had. This is pretty dried up.
Well, it's not that. I feel like this just isn't the right direction. I don't think we're facing the right direction.
Well, maybe how many trails are here?
Oh.
3?
I don't know. I don't remember. But this...
Then there was water below.
Yeah, you're right. There was definitely water below us. I just don't feel like this was it.
Well, most of there should be water below us.
Oh yeah, the water levels are definitely low.
Lots of herons out here. There might be another one. I'll look to it.
I feel like there was one back towards the rental stand.
That's the kayak shop, isn't it? No. Yeah, it is.
Well,
Is that the other one?
I don't know. I'm confused as to where we are.
I feel like this could fill with water.
We got a couple herons out there. All kinds of birds out here. Alright, so out here at our far lookout. There we go, that's a little bit better. Just deal with my shadow. Forest today, ocean tomorrow. Storm surges overwash low, narrow areas of the island. An open channel is formed connecting ocean and bay. And with this one here, the ocean currents push the inlet southward. The bayside delta of sand and sediments forms marshes. Can you believe that tall ships once sailed through an inlet here? What is now a marsh was once an open channel to the sea. It is common for barrier islands to be altered by storms. The intense force of wind and tides can cut through the island, or fill an existing waterway. What is a forest today could become an ocean tomorrow. Wow, there's a car right there, Kelly.
Yeah, there's a road that leads up to whatever this is. I think that's too open to be the kayak place. It wasn't there.
Yeah, that's not the kayak place. You come out of the woods and into the parking lot.
Maybe we have to figure out what that is.
Yeah, we may have to do some more exploring. It's only our 4th time here. Don't expect us to know it all yet. And this is a thin ribbon of life, it says on this plaque. The sun, unfortunately, is shining right on it, so I'm not going to be able to get you a good video, but I'll just read it real quick. The cross-section of the island reveals distinct habitat zones. The dynamic Atlantic Ocean on the east shapes the shoreline. Winds and tides build the primary dunes. The salt spray and intense sunlight dictate the plants and animals that can survive here. The center of the island is higher. Its richer soil and more protected environment enables greater biodiversity. Shrubs and trees take hold here. The shallow bay washes the western shore. plant and animal communities transition as the elevation descends to the wetter conditions of the marsh. So, very hard to see. Look out there.
Hi, much.
There's kind of a... You have the bay, the low marsh, high marsh, shrubs, forest shrubs, inner dunes, the primary dunes, and the beach and the ocean.
And the bay.
Yeah, that's the bay.
There's something else. I still feel like this is where it was. And this is where this water is.
Quite a bit of activity happening in that little pond right there. Look at that. All the bugs can stay here. Stay away from our campsite. Huh? Well, I guess it's true what they say. You always save the best for last. And this was completely unintentional, but coming up to the last little viewing area here, we found a couple little horsies.
Oh.
Did you see one?
What is he doing in all that mush? I think they stopped.
No, they're just chilling and hanging out.
Let's see all in that mush.
See, they're using their tails as fly floaters.
Yeah, they could be taking a nap.
Yeah.
How are they standing up and taking a nap?
I don't really understand how they do it, but they do it. Well, last but not least, the disappearing forest. It may look like a static scene, but dynamic forces gradually change the forest. Salt water from storm surges and rising sea levels affect the stand of loblolly pines.
Ocean floors, time mush, salt pattern, with mud, sand, and bay.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So the increase in salinity of the soil weakens the trees. They become more susceptible to insect infestation and disease. And over time, the trees will die off, organic matter builds up in the sandy soil, and more sunlight reaches the surface. A succession of new plants will take their place. Different plants, birds, and other animals will adapt to the environment. The forests of today will look quite different in the future. And there are native pine bark beetles. They bore into the trees and lay eggs that hatch and consume the tree from the inside out. So in the past, tall loblolly pines dominated the upland forest. Expansive marshes stretched to the water's edge. In 2021, tidal storm surge inundates the bay side of the island. Pines are weakened by increased salinity left behind in the soils, making them susceptible to insect infestations. In the future, ocean beach migrates westward. New plant communities adapt to the changing environment. And that was our little tour of the life of the forest trail. And we'll go ahead and I think we'll end this one here with another view of the horses. So like always, we want to thank you all for watching. You know that we're going to ask you to hit that like button. Please subscribe. And if anything we showed you in this video you thought was interesting, drop us a comment. If you have any questions or something you would like to know that we haven't covered, ask us and we will try to answer that on our next visit to Assateague. So again, thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.